Staying safe isn't protecting your future. It's protecting your ego from ever being wrong. You tell yourself you're being responsible, realistic, not reckless like the people who lose everything chasing a dream. But here's the question nobody asks. What if the safest choice is actually the most expensive one you'll ever make? Not expensive in the way you think. Not a number on a bank statement. Something quieter. Something that doesn't show up until years later, when you look around and realize everyone who took the leap is somewhere you're not. And you're still telling yourself the same story you told yourself back then. What if it was never about protecting your money? What if it was about protecting something you haven't admitted to yourself yet? By the end of this video, you'll see the safe choice differently. Not as wisdom, as a hiding place. Daniel is 29, talented, sharp, the kind of guy his co-workers said should start his own thing. He had the idea, the plan, and savings sitting untouched for 2 years. But every time it got close to real, something stopped him. Timing wasn't right. Market was shaky. He needed 6 more months. So he stayed. Same job, same desk, a paycheck that grew just enough to feel like progress. 5 years later, someone else launched the exact idea he'd been sitting on. Younger, less experienced, less ready. That person is thriving now. Daniel still calls it the smart choice. But late at night, he knows the truth. He wasn't waiting for the right moment. He was waiting to feel safe enough to fail without it meaning anything about him. Sarah did the same thing in a different outfit. A promotion offer 3 years ago. More pressure, more visibility, a real chance to prove herself. She turned it down to grow into it first. The role went to someone else, who's since been promoted twice. Have you ever noticed this in your own life? A moment you called practical that was really fear in disguise? Here's what's actually happening. It's not caution, it's loss aversion, paired with something more powerful, ego protection. Loss aversion means your brain feels loss twice as strongly as gain. So even a huge upside gets weighed as too risky. But that's not the real driver. Here's the twist. If they never try, they never find out they're not good enough. As long as Daniel's business stays an idea, it's undefeated. The moment he launches it, it becomes real, and real things can fail. As long as Sarah stays in her current role, she's underrated, waiting for her moment. The moment she takes the promotion and struggles, she becomes someone who couldn't handle it. So their minds made them a deal without asking permission. Don't try, and you'll never have to feel like a failure. The story they tell themselves, I'm being smart, I'm being careful, isn't a strategy for their future. It's protection for their self-image, dressed up as maturity. What makes it dangerous is that it feels identical to good judgment. There's no dramatic moment where you decide to hide. It happens in small, individually reasonable decisions spread across years. Wait a little longer, get a little more ready, save a little more first. Stack those up for a decade, and they don't add up to safety. They add up to a life quietly built around never being tested. Here's the hard truth. The biggest risk Daniel ever took wasn't the business he avoided. It was the decade he spent avoiding it. He didn't lose to bad timing. He lost to a version of himself that needed to stay undefeated more than he needed to grow. Staying safe felt like winning the whole time. No failure, no embarrassment, no moment of watching something fall apart in front of people. From the outside, nothing happened at all. But every year they waited, they weren't preserving their future. They were negotiating it away. The shift isn't learning to love risk. It's learning your worth was never supposed to be on trial in the first place. When failure stops meaning something about who you are, safety stops feeling necessary. You can try, lose, and still walk away intact, because the outcome was never what kept you whole. Your identity was doing that job. You just handed it to the wrong thing. This is why some people fail publicly and bounce back like it cost them nothing, while others can't even start. The difference was never courage or intelligence. It was whether their sense of self was tied to the outcome or separate from it. Daniel is still at his desk. Sarah is still in her seat. Neither has done anything wrong. Neither has done anything at all. That's the quiet cost. Not collapse, not disaster. Just years passing while they protect a version of themselves that was never actually being threatened. The real prison was never the safe choice. It was needing to never be wrong.